All right, good morning, everyone. Again to my class, Zoom class. Today is a writing day, and I welcome Shivani, Babita, Adiola, Tamilola, Suresh, and we are still waiting for a couple of students more to join. So today I'm going to teach you another kind of essay, which is called as both views essay, or sometimes people also call it as a discussion essay. So this essay revolves around a topic and then we discuss on that. And if we see in our daily life, we discuss every day. In the morning we are discussing about the weather, and then in the office we are discussing about some issues. We also discuss about many issues. Should we open up in COVID situation and go out? And some people say yes, some people say no. So discussion essay has to be seen, from the perspective that there is one item and various opinions on one item. Yesterday, when we were doing a compare and contrast essay, there were two things. There were two items, item A and item B, and we were comparing between the two items. But today, we will be talking about one item and different opinion on one item. So if the topic is, should we open the economy and go out and work, people will have different opinions. So the discussion topic is, should we go out of the lockdown and open our economy, open our businesses, open our workplaces? This is the discussion topic. And when we are talking about that, Abiola might have different opinion from her daughter Tamilola, and Suresh and Babita and Shivani and me. Everybody will have different opinions. So in discussion essay, it's also called as opinion essay. And in both views essay also is called. For example, let us say if Babita and Abiola are discussing, so there are two views. One view is from Babita, another is from Abiola, so both views. We cannot take more views in this essay because this essay is 250 words only. So you cannot write many views here, so only two views. So that's why this essay is also called as both views. So one item, two opinions, and then we discuss the opinion. Now let us open the essay now. Everybody, I have sent you the essay already in the email. Could you please open your email and let's all share the essay that we are going to do it today. And from there, I will teach you the structure, the coherence, the vocabulary, the lexical resources, the grammar, and most importantly, very importantly, how to plan this essay a little different than the way we planned yesterday, the compare and contrast essay, right? So I really want each student to have a very, very crystal clear template in their head for each kind of essay. So once you will, have that template and you read the statement, you'll say, okay, this is a discussion essay. Let me put that template and let me start brainstorming and let me start, preparing my ideas what to write. So let's open, everyone, please, your, essay. And
I haven't received it yet.
Oh, Babita, you have a hard copy I gave you yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to share this essay with you guys. Okay. So this is the essay, and the essay says, several languages die every year. Many people feel this is a positive trend and that a world with fewer languages promotes harmony and understanding between people. Analyze both sides of the argument and provide your opinion. So, I will give you everybody 1 minute to read individually this essay statement, please. Okay, you ready? Okay. Okay. So let's do some drawing. Let's draw something right here from yesterday. And what I'm going to do now is I'm teaching you basically what I'm doing is this is called as annotation. Annotate your essay. This is a very, very important word, my friends, do you see in the bar here it says annotate? Do you see the word in the Zoom bar, annotate? Do you have any Zoom bar? A black bar on the top, it says stop video, security, participants, new share. Do you have something like that or no?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, I want everyone to, okay. Okay, anyways, I'm going to write this word here so that everybody understands what I'm trying to say. The word, oops. Okay, so I'm going to write the word that I'm going to teach you. This is called as annotate. Annotate. So my friends, for reading and writing, I'm going to talk so much about annotation, so much about annotation. So annotation is a tool, or it's a process where you are doing many things when you read something. So you will be analyzing the statement, and in reading, whatever the text is written. So when you're annotating, you're using, your pencil, because pencil, and in the exam, what are the three tools that you have? You have question, you have yourself, and you have pencil. So these are the three tools that you have in the exam, nothing more, right? So we have to use all of these three tools to your benefit. So for annotation, you will be using your pencil, and yesterday also I did the annotation where I did the annotation of the statement, but probably I didn't talk much about annotation. So let's annotate this. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. So this is your statement. Let's read the statement. Let's annotate it. So it says several languages die every year. Now, when you are reading an essay, there are two parts of the essay. One part of the essay is the statement, and another part of the essay is question. So can you tell me what is the statement and where does the statement end?
Statement is several languages die every year.
Mm-hmm.
So it ends at the people.
Sorry?
I mean, it's a full people, like, the before analyze.
Yes. So up till here is the statement. Now from here, analyze both sides of the argument and provide your opinion. So analyze both sides of the argument. So both sides of the argument, and that's what I'm saying. This should help you to identify what is the type of question. So both views, I said this is a both views or a discussion essay. So there are arguments, there are both sides of argument, and provide your own opinion. So basically there are two questions, question 1, and this is your question 2. Now when we are analyzing, let's see what is one item in discussion essay, my friends? So very important is that discussion essay will have one item only, one item and two views, right? So can we identify what is the item here in the essay? What is the item?
Language.
Language.
Okay, so languages die, right? Languages die very fast. So this is our kind of, one item that languages are dying. So what are the two views? Now let's look at the two views. And what are the two views?
Good and bad.
Must be view one. Yes, yes.
Yeah, one view is dying multiple languages good because people started to speak one language. Another one is
Very
bad
good.
because
Yes.
people lose their
Sorry.
traditional things.
Own language.
And cultures.
Yes. So what we are going to do is view one, view two. Right? So I want you to, divide, make your paragraph like this, your brainstorming like this, so two views, and then you draw a line, in between, okay, view one and view two. So this is how you are going to plan in your exam. Yesterday, if you remember, we did a table, points of comparison, item one and item two. That was the template, but here the template is two views, view one, view two. So what is view one?
View one is good.
View one is good?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we go home. So view one is many people that this is a positive trend and promotes harmony and understanding between the, okay. So
Yeah.
Control C. So if we have to put it here,
You have to insert a table, then it's better.
yeah, I should have done that. My bad. Okay, yeah, sometimes. Okay. So this is a positive trend, and the world with fewer languages promotes harmony and understanding between people. So view one is very clearly given. However, my friends, view two is not given there.
Yep.
Right? So this is called as annotation. So you annotate it so well, your statement. You say, oh, view one is not given. So view two, you have to create. All right? So what do you think? What can be view two? I want everybody to, take 2 minutes, think about what is view two, and type it in your chat box. Okay. Okay, can you check the chat? Anybody there in the chat room? Okay, we have, okay. Loss, Kavita Ray, loss of mother tongue and heritage. Okay, so I'm going to, pick up her point. So she says, oops, I can't copy from there. Anyways, okay. So, okay, so there's a negative trend. Okay, everybody please look into the chat room. Okay, and see here. So Babita wrote loss of mother tongue and heritage. Okay, the point is good actually, very, very good. So the negative impact is loss of mother tongue and heritage. Now let's look at what Abiola writes. A negative trend and that a world with many languages promotes chaos and misunderstanding, between people. So look at her. She has a different way of looking at this thing. So absolutely fine. Is there anyone writing more, Shivani, or
Yeah, I'm just typing it in chat.
I just got the option of chat. Just give me a second.
Okay. Today's going to be summer day. I feel it's so hot. Okay, did we get from Suresh? Okay. All right, okay. So Shivani, you're doing it? Okay. All right, so I'm going to type all these negative, okay, so I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to, show you how precisely we can, we can create, I'm still not very good at, sharing things. I have to go back again and again. Okay, can you see the page?
Yeah, we can.
So I'm going to type everything, so it's going to go a little bonkers. Just okay. So Babita says, okay. So let me just work with what Babita says. Okay. So if you see here, it says this is a positive trend. So the opposite of this will be it is a negative trend. If you see very clearly, if you do the annotation, you will see that your language is automatically coming in place. So put it here, it's a negative trend. And then you put loss of mother tongue and heritage, right? So that's the both view. One is a positive trend, another is a negative trend, right? Because, that a world with more language, fewer languages, loss of health. So this point is great, except for only just putting the negative trend. So I'm giving it green, all good. Now, let's look at what Abiola says. Abiola says, okay, let me put other things down. So her point of view is, Abiola says, a negative trend and that a world with many languages promote chaos and misunderstanding between people. So there's beautiful this sentence, but there's only one mistake, but I will say how beautiful the sentence is. So I want, what I was suggesting to Babita was that go parallel with this, right? Go parallel with this and you'll put a negative trend here. Now I'm seeing that parallelism, this is called as parallelism. I'm seeing a parallelism of, view 1, which is already given, and the view 2 that Abiola has written. Look here. She says it is a positive trend, so she used the word a negative trend. Very nice, right? Then she says the world with many languages. So what she did was, she also used fewer languages, and then she used the opposite, many languages. So because these are two opposite views, right? So remember that in both views essays, there are two opposite views. So opposite means antonyms, opposite words you have to write. So she has very, very, smartly written fewer words, many languages. So I love it. Perfectly fine, Abiola, great. Now the grammatical mistake that it has is, the thing is, I did not like the word that this statement has it here. I'm going to give this a red word and this also a red word, because we don't use the word between, we use the word amongst people. So because between is always used with two, among is used with more than two. But this is written in the essay, in the question statement. So I am buying it as it is, but otherwise I just wanted to bring to your notice that here misunderstanding among people, not between people. This is grammatically not acceptable. All right, so perfect. So I'm going to give Abiola also a green signal.
I have a fundamental question, ma'am, here.
Sure.
The view 1 says, actually the trend is multiple language die, that is good. And the view 2, what we are saying is, if I have a many languages, that promote chaos and misunderstanding. Both are same.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is a view 1, not a view 2. It's not a negative, it's a positive.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's what it just clicked me. So Abiola, basically, you are saying the same thing. The negative trend, it's a positive trend. So it is basically the same thing that you are saying, because this is a positive trend that a fewer languages. Okay, hold on. Everybody take a minute to read this, right? Promotes a positive trend that promotes.
So it's like a paraphrase saying the same thing with a different word.
Yeah, this is a paraphrasing. This is a paraphrase. So I'm going to take it X. Sorry, yeah, what a good observation. It took me time. So I'm going to take it here. So this is a paraphrasing that you can take it, paraphrase, that you will use in introduction. That you will use in intro.
Maybe she give her opinion, because there is your opinion, right? Maybe she give her opinion in her language. This is a negative impact. So she said like that.
Yes. But this is not opinion. If you look here, this is paraphrasing, which I'm going to talk about, as we will work on writing introduction. So this is kind of a very smart way of paraphrasing the thing. So she used two negatives. She used, positive, negative, and then fewer and many. So basically, she's paraphrasing. Okay. So next, let's go to the third one. What Suresh has written. Okay. So this is a negative trend because every language carries. So my friend, we don't say every, we say every language carry. No, it would be carry. I'm going to tell you the grammatical. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit of grammar because the word, like when you're using the word every, it looks plural.
Plural.
Okay? It looks plural, very much plural. Every means everybody, like billion people. But word every and each, grammatically, they are singular.
Okay.
So whenever you are using every or each, you will use s.
Okay.
Right? Each plays an important role. Every language plays an important role. Every language carries, a tradition. So carry is a singular.
Okay.
This is a very, very unique, mistake because this is very technical. People. This is a band 7 grammatical mistake. Okay, so if somebody has not studied the language or grammar corrections to the higher level, then people don't see this as a mistake at all. Even in everyday speech, people don't see this mistake. So anyway, good to know. Okay. So carries negative trend because every language carries deep traditions, cultures, and human history with that language. All those will die when one language. So now, okay, now one language.
Yeah, I made a correct and reposted a language day.
Okay, very good. I'm happy. Okay, can anyone identify there is a little grammar mistake here? I want everybody to identify.
All those in a language. Dies.
Language. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I think you have, I've clearly identified that S is an issue with Suresh. Okay, I'm going to talk about S for next 2-3 minutes to help him and to help other students also. Okay, so let me go to a better page now. Okay, let me go here. So use of S. Okay, so my friends, this is the use of S is, in English is, very quickly. So number 1 point is we use S with verbs. We use S with nouns. So verbs means they are action words. They are action words. And noun means they are something. It's it's a thing. Okay. So now I'm going to make it very short but very crystal clear with you guys because and I want Suresh to work 40 minutes on Google.
Okay.
And in Google you will say use of S in verbs and nouns. You just type this thing what I've written here and you will see tons of websites coming up.
Okay.
And you do some interactive activities. You can say online exercise, use of S, verbs and nouns. So tons of, and I want you to spend 40 minutes on this one.
Sure.
Okay, it's very, very simple. I'm explaining it. But what happens is when we are writing or when we are speaking language, we are so used to one certain kind of pattern, that we have built up in our brain that we keep making this mistake again and again. So the only way to scratch out, to rub it off from our brains and our practice is to spend, minimum, 40 minutes of time to internalize the concept of that. Okay. So any grammar point, my friends, if I'm telling you guys the way I told you yesterday, than, better, and more, those words, those are grammar elements. Those need your attention and 40 minutes of your time based specifically on that element of grammar so that we clean it out. This is a cleansing process, right? So this is called as fossilization. Fossilization. So I don't know if you are you know the meaning of the word fossilization. Fossilization means something, a pattern of language production that is now sitting very well in our everyday language usage, and we are doing it, no matter, even if we realize that it's wrong, still we are doing it. It's fossilized. It's sitting deep in our, usage. So this word fossilization has come from the word fossil, and the fossil means, if you see some documentaries on Discovery Channel, they would show, dinosaurs fossils. So remains of the dinosaurs million years ago, they are sitting as is when they died, right? And to take out that fossil out from that, that earth, you have to dig out, you have to clean, you have to do cleansing step by step, and then finally you reach to that fossil. So the fossilization of, some language pattern is deep within your usage, but you have to do some cleansing of that, okay? So I just wanted to share this word with you. I like this word, actually. I see this word fossilization of many language, chunks being in everybody's usage. So coming back to the point, use of S. So when I say verbs, I'm going to take, some example of verbs. Verbs mean some action words. So let's do the action words. What action are you doing right now? Can you tell me what action you're doing right now?
Studying.
Listening.
Sorry?
Listening.
Listening. Okay, I was writing the same thing. Listen, right? So you're listening. Another word is, what are you doing? You are watching also, right? You're watching. We can also say listening. You're watching. Maybe you are,
Observing.
You are observing, right? Observing, right? Observing. Also, you are looking.
Looking.
Right? You are thinking.
Yep.
Right? You are reflecting. Maybe you are thinking, oh my God, this point is good. Oh, Nafis is teaching well, or maybe Nafis is so boring. So you are reflecting on what you're learning. Reacting also. Okay, reacting. Okay, reacting is a little strong word. You don't react. You are interacting.
Interacting.
Okay, interacting. So if you see these words that I have made a list of, all these words end with ing, right? So because we are doing it right now. But the base word is listen, right? So the base word is not listening. The base word is listen. The next base word is watch, not watching. And if you go similar, observe. And if you go look, then you have the word think, and so on and so forth, right? Okay. So these words, let me take the example of the first word, listen. So we use the word listen, and then we have the next word, maybe listened, which is past. Then we have the word listen, and then we have the word listening. So these are the different forms, that a word takes. So when we use the word listen, which I'm highlighting here in blue, and we use the word listen that I'm highlighting with blue. So both these words are used in present form, in the present form. Whereas when I'm using listening, this is the word that is primarily used for past. I listened to the lecture. And listening is the word that is used when what you are doing right now, right? So now the confusion that students have is between listen and listen. Okay, and that's what repetitive mistakes that I see in higher level students basically. And one of the mistakes that I hear every day is my husband. When he talks, he does not pay attention to listen. He always says listen. So if I try to correct him, he says, I'm not your student. Okay, I'm okay speaking like the way I speak or the way I use. What I'm saying is this mistake is so much fossilized, but it's working outside in the market. But since this is an exam, so you cannot be careless. No, now I'm going to take out these two words, listen and listen, and I'm going to talk about these two words, the difference between these two words. So let's take the word listen. So if I say, So my students listen very carefully the lecture or the instructions, okay? Not the lecture, listen carefully the instructions given by me. Okay. So now if you look here, my student is a plural. It's not one student. So the verb that we are using here is listen. But if I say only Suresh, now Suresh listens very carefully, the instructions. Now here in the first sentence, because the subject is plural, which is student, but here the subject is singular, it's only one person, Suresh. So if the subject is singular, then the verb needs to take S here. So look at this highlighted colors that I have done here. Student, S, Suresh, listens, S. So if the subject is plural, the verb does not take S if the situation is present. Okay. But if the subject is singular, the verb is going to take S. Okay. So that is what I was also mentioning, that nouns also take S. So student is a noun, and because there are more students, so we are using the word S.
Okay.
So now going back from here, Suresh, did you understand, identify the difference?
Yep. Yeah. Very much.
Okay.
Very much. Sorry, I'm refreshing everything. Thanks a lot. And definitely, I'll take that Google class. I think I need to definitely correct this. Yes and a. The two are frequently making mistakes. Thanks for that.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm happy that we are able to identify. Now we can work on this one, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So going back. So now do you see a language? When a language, so it is a singular.
Singular.
Subject is singular. So that's why we have to take when a language dies. All right, good. Okay. So we learned here also, when I say every language carries, as I mentioned earlier, that the words like each and every, they look plural because every means all, right?
All.
Every means all, and all is plural. But grammatically, both each and every, these two words have the status of taking singular in grammar. Okay. Good learning, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's go to the next student, which is Shivani. Shivani says they are losing their own language. Okay. So now let's look at what Shivani has done. They are losing their own language, and look at what Babita has written. So loss, losing, loss. Babita has mentioned very clearly loss in terms of what? Loss in terms of mother tongue, and loss in terms of heritage. Whereas Shivani wrote they are losing their own language. So this is over generic. This is over generic sentence. This is not wrong, Shivani, but this is not specific. Okay, so lose the language. Okay, what? When lose it. We lose every day many things. We lose time. Sometimes we lose money. Sometimes we lose thought. We lose every day. So what's the big deal about losing your own language? No. Babita very closely mentioned there's a loss of mother tongue, and so loss of
Native
mother tongue
language.
is own language. Sorry?
Yeah, I got that.
You got that? Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is basically the same thing. Losing own language, but what I liked in her is that we lose heritage. Right? So I would, in Babita's place, if I were Babita, I would say loss of mother tongue, comma, heritage, and culture.
Yeah.
I would add heritage culture to make more specification. So Shivani, your sentence is not wrong, but since it doesn't have any specification, losing what? If I say I lose money, oh, definitely I'm losing money with
It's okay.
COVID-19, right? And yeah, you understand? So specification. So what
Yeah.
my kind of view for everybody is, please work on specification if you are looking for band 7. Okay, the more specify you will be, specification. Now, if we look at, go back to Suresh thing, we'll say, tradition, so he writes tradition, culture, human history. You write, so 3 things he puts, rule of 3. So you can say heritage, traditions, human history. So specify using the rule of 3. What are you using? Okay, but good beginning, so you're not off the topic. Now let's go to Suresh again. Okay, Suresh again. Okay.
No, I just made a correction, retyped it, so you can ignore the name.
Okay, yes. Okay, all right, my friends. So, we spent a lot of time understanding this, but which is good. Okay, my friends, so I'm going to now erase few things if I can. So what do I erase? So I would say this, I would rephrase this one. It is a negative trend because every language carries. Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm going to keep this one. Okay. Okay, my friends. All right. Okay. Now, so this is view 1. We have spent a lot of time, but you have to be quick in doing in your exam. So now what happened is, going back to the statement, sometimes only view 1 is given, sometimes both views are given in the statement. So if both views are given in the statement, it is easy to do what we took, half an hour in understanding that. So view 1, view 2. Now, I'm going to write here 2 questions here. Okay. Give me 1 minute, friends. I just got a little lost. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I want you to look at this page now. So you identified view 1, you identified view 2. So then I want you to everybody to copy this thing. Why? How will it help? All right, okay. So why is it a positive trend? So Why is it a positive trend? Why it is a negative trend? So this is your first question that you need to answer in your why is it a positive trend? So
I think we answered that above, right?
Yes, this is already answered, right? Yeah. So why is it a positive trend? This has already been answered in the statement. But why is it a negative trend? That we have answered it, or we have already answered it. So we are done. Then next is, how does it help? How does it help? Pure languages. Now, this is already given. I want you to explain that by giving an example. Is it going okay, friends? Is it in control? Are you following?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now basically this is where your essay lies. Let me go back to that sheet again, and we see here. So how will it help? Or will it solve a problem? You know, both questions are same. Both questions have how will it help, will it solve a problem? So you can pick up any question and then give example. Okay, so in view 1, give example. In view 2, you give example. So going back here, that's what I wrote. How does it help? So how does a positive trend help? Explain that by giving an example. How does a negative, you know, so how does it help? How does negative things explain that by giving an example? So this is where your body paragraph is, you know, this is your huge part of your body paragraph. So now I want to stop here and I want to, you know, talk something with you guys. Okay. All right, friends. Is it going okay?
Yeah.
Any questions? Yeah, okay. So when we write the body of an essay, my friends, body of an essay, I'm not talking about introduction, I'm not talking about conclusion. When we write body paragraph, there are 2 methods to write a body paragraph. One is called as point-by-point method, another is called as block method. So certain essays are written by point. When I'm going to teach you cause and effect essay, I'm going to talk a little bit in detail about that point-by-point or block method. Yesterday, the essay was compare and contrast. That was point-by-point. We were taking 1 point of comparison and we were explaining both item 1 and item 2 in 1 point. So 1 point, both items. Then we go to the second point, both items. Then we went to third point and then both items. So that was point by point. This essay is going to be block method. So what is block method? Block method means we have 2 views. I'm going to talk, discuss, give examples in 1 block for 1 view, and in the second block, the second view. Okay, I'm going to speak again. Usually, when the students do not plan and when the students do not understand what I'm teaching, the technicalities, the conventions of essay writing, you start writing your essay and there's a rush of ideas. That's the word I always say, there's a rush of ideas. You know, you are going, you know, everywhere. Your brain is thinking so sharply about this thing that your brain is going everywhere. And wherever your brain is going, that is what you are producing and writing. So your brain, you have no control on brain. And your brain is literally jumping, hopping, rushing from one idea to another idea, and it gets mixed up. So to sort out that mixing of ideas, right? Brain is like working crazy. So, and we're working fast because we're intelligent people. So to sort of this idea, the essay writing body paragraph, not the introduction, not the conclusion, the body paragraph. There are two methods to write a body paragraph to sort your brain idea in the thing. One is you use a point-by-point method. Okay, I'm writing one point, and then I'm explaining, I'm writing second point, I'm explaining, I'm writing third point, I'm explaining. So let me go back to that picture so that might help you what I'm trying to say. So if you look at this picture, you might say, okay, let me first explain why, and why of view 1 and why of view 2. Then how it helps of view 1 and how it helps of view 2. Then example of view 1 and example of view 2. This will be point by point. This point, then this point, back to this point, then this point, back to this point, that's it. No, we are not doing that. We are doing a block method. So first we are going to create one block of view 1, and then we are exclusively finishing view 1 and very exclusively going to view 2. So we will hold on to our brain one idea that we are starting, that it is giving harmony and more understanding among people, why it is a positive trend, how is it helping people, and giving example of only one view before even we jump to the second view. Is it understandable now? Right? Okay. Good. Okay. Any question? No. Okay. All right. Okay. So view 1. Now we have this thing with us. So I want you to, now write this. This is going to be your body para 1. Okay, this is going to be your body para 1, and body paragraph 2. So this one is going to be body paragraph 2, which is blue, and this is going to be your body paragraph 1. All right. So this is body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2. All right. Okay. So you have to give an example. My friend, example is a very good way to fill in your paragraph, to complete your words, and to give more clarity to the reader. So if you say, what example will you give? This is a positive trend, and that a world with fewer languages promotes harmony and understanding among people. So the example is English language. So we are using our first language, and English is the language that is, promoting harmony and understanding between people from all walks of life from this world. So we are doing this. That's why you're taking this class, right? So you are experiencing this thing. Now, at the same time, so you can give the example of your first language. Here, so whatever your first language is. Suresh, what is your first language?
Sorry, my language is Tamil.
Tamil. Okay, Tamil. And Abiola?
FS language. FS language. English.
Oh, English. Okay. All right. Okay. So, so your first language is anyways English, so you're not using on anything, right? Okay. But still, this. Okay. So yeah. So other people sitting here, I think they have Punjabi as their first language, Babita and Shivani, Punjabi, Hindi. So how does negative, how does it help or how does it not help? Explain by giving an example. You give your own example of your own language. So how you are losing on heritage, how you are losing on history, how you are not reading the books that are written in your first language, Tamil or Hindi or Punjabi. How you don't enjoy the literature of your first language. It is dying. Okay. So this is how your body paragraph is going to. All right. Any questions? Now let's go back to, now let's start writing your essay. Okay. So as I mentioned yesterday, so your essay will have intro, your essay will have body, your essay will have conclusion, right? So can anyone tell me what does intro contain? Because yesterday we were talking about this thing and we have talked about that. So what does intro contain?
Intro is nothing but paraphrasing your question. What are the thesis statement is there? You can simply paraphrase it and try to talk about the same with the different words.
Okay, so
I think the statement and then had the thesis statement. That's it.
Yes, Abiola?
Statement and then write the thesis statement.
Very, very good. Okay, so Shivani, it's your first day. Yesterday we talked about it, and we are going to talk about this again. So your introduction should have two parts. Paraphrase the statement. So what is the paraphrasing of the statement? Basically, it is rewrite the statement using different words, or I would say using synonyms. Right? So rewrite the statement using synonyms. Now let's go back and let's practice, Shivani. We did it yesterday, we are going to do today also. And let's do everybody the statement. So this is the statement. So let's paraphrase now this one. Okay. So when we paraphrase, what we do basically, what we do is we start writing when you get your essay on the sheet, start writing immediately without wasting any time, the synonyms. So what is the synonym for the word several? What would you write? Can you write the word various? Give me another word for, sorry? Other word for several?
Many.
Many.
Many,
Okay.
multiple.
Multiple, very good, many. Multiple. So keep writing here, my friends, keep writing here, you know, whatever the word, 2, 3, 4, 1, you know. So your range of writing synonyms should be 0, 2, 3, 4. Some words may not have fine synonyms. Some words may have, you know, lots of synonyms. So languages, you know, many tools of, so there is no synonym for language. Die, what is the word for die? Can we use the word fade?
Fade, okay.
Can we use the word vanish?
Yes.
What other word you can give? Get lost?
Yep.
Simple words, my friend. Honestly, I want you to think simple, right? This is a training. Why did I say general training? It's a training that I'm giving to you, right? Language learning is not knowledge. Yes, I am giving you knowledge, but I'm also giving you a training that do not think of very, very difficult words. Do not focus on very difficult words. Just focus on what you know, what language that you have. Let us bring the language that we all have into the right usage. So get lost, vanish, fade. Every year. Give me word for every year.
Every year.
Give me a synonym of every year.
Could you say annually?
Annually, very good.
Annually.
Oh, what I forgotten the spelling of annually. Okay. Okay. See, when you choose different tool, your brain stops.
Manually. Annually.
Okay. Annually, every year, you know, several languages die, you know, okay, fade away. Okay. Many people.
You saved my life from the haircut. You do a good job.
There is some background coming, my friends. Can you please close background now? Please mute it. Okay. So look here, I'm going to give you a word which you have to use in discussion essay. Many people feel, you can say a large number of people believe, write on please now, a large number of people believe. Another thing you can say, one school of thought believe. You can write a set of people, that this is a positive trend. So what is the synonym for positive trend?
Positive trend. Positive trend.
No? Okay, can I say it's an encouraging trend?
Encouraging changes.
Encouraging change. This is an encouraging change. Yeah, encouraging change. Yeah. Or this is, what other word can you use for positive? You can, it's a constructive change. Yeah, you can say encouraging, you can say constructive. It's a constructive trend, right? And
Helpful.
that's a world with fewer languages. So word, what word can you use for word? The globe. Globe. With fewer languages, where you can use a handful of languages. Fewer can be a handful of languages. Okay, I'm not going to speak. I'm speaking. Give me the word for promote.
Promotes.
Encourage.
Improve.
Encourage, again, yes. Promote is encourage, yes. Encourage, yes. Harmony and understanding. Give me the words for harmony and understanding.
Harmony, peaceful.
Peacefulness, okay, harmony. So concordance, right? Concordance promotes peaceful understanding, mutual understanding, you know.
Alignment.
No, we don't say alignment. We say it encourages peaceful understanding. What word can we give for understanding? Peaceful and considerations, you know, peaceful understanding. You can say understanding. There's another word for understanding, comprehension. There is a thought behind it, so we understand each other. So this thing I want everyone to do every time you read it. Okay, don't read blankly in your brain, and do not trust your brain. Do not trust your intelligence. So do this, and this whole process, what we have been doing is we are calling it as annotation. We are annotating. So annotating means we are making notes of what we are reading. Okay. So now I will give you 10 minutes. I want everybody to annotate this, to paraphrase this sentence, please. So I'll give you 5-7 minutes, not 10. So please paraphrase, rewrite using the words that we have used, whatever choice you want to make. So please rewrite this in the chat.
Sorry, I did the half.
Done? Okay.
No, I just did the half. It's just sent by mistake. Sorry.
Okay. So complete it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take this too for now. Can everybody see? Okay. So Abiola writes, various languages vanish annually. Perfect. Very short sentence, very powerful sentence. So sometimes short sentences are very powerful. They are simple, but it's a very good way to start. A set of people perceive this is a constructive trend, and that a globe with hardly any language promote. So now can you identify the mistake of S here, please? Guys, Suresh, can you identify the mistake here, grammatical mistake here?
Globally.
Sorry.
Maybe she said the languages and promoters. She put the two
Yes.
sizes. Yes.
Yes.
You cut and paste somewhere?
Okay. Sorry, in the chat.
Oh, in the chat itself. Okay.
Okay. Now, this grammatical structure, bothers my brain in the sense that I have mixed opinion about this thing. Always, it has always. So for me, there are two school of thought with this grammar. If I have to write, I will write it. Oh, where did it go? Okay, I will write it any language, go with the hardly any languages. So any is usually taken as singular. But I have read, I have seen, I have spent hours understanding this grammatical aspect. Should any be treated as singular or promoted or plural? So North America, people who, Abiola, English is their first language. So your use of any languages is right. You are using any as plural languages. But however, I use any as singular. So if you are using it as a plural, then it should not be promotes, it should be promotes. Any languages promote. So you are using double thing. You are using singular, you are using plural, both things. So no S here. Okay. With hardly any languages promote peaceful and common perception among people. A common platform of understanding. Instead of perception, common platform for understanding. Friends, can you give me 2 minutes break? The lawnmower guy has come and I have to, just talk to him. Can you give me 2 minutes, please?
Sure, definitely.
Okay, quick. Thank you. Hello. Okay.
Everybody disappeared.
Hello, sorry about that. I had to because what happened is he runs his machine and I cannot talk to you guys. So I told him to become later if possible. Okay. Is everybody back?
We don't see Suresh.
Suresh, yeah, and yeah, we don't see Suresh. Okay. All right, let's start. So, Abiola, I was just suggesting a common platform for understanding among people. So common, not perception. We don't perceive. So common platform of understanding. So that will be a better word.
Okay. That's what.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go to Babita. Change is essential part. Change is an essential part of our life, and one of the major changes we see nowadays is fading away of languages on annual basis. Very good. A large number, a large. So the expression is not large, a large. And then we use not amount. With people, we don't use the word amount, we use the word number, a large number.
Okay.
Of the people, no the. A large number of people take it as a positive way of life as it promotes mutual admiration and avoids lots of confusion among each other. Very nice, very, very nice. So please change it into a large number of people.
Sure.
Okay. Moving further, now we have from Shivani. Shivani, so half is up, Shivani, half is down. Okay. So language is a pivotal vessel by which people communicate with each other. So do you understand this word pivotal? Very good. I like pivotal. Okay, vessel. Why it is a vessel? Language is not a vessel. So language is the pivotal vessel by which people communicate. So we communicate via language. So what is language? Language is not a vessel. Language is a tool.
Okay.
So instead of
Or medium, right? We can call it as a medium.
Yeah,
So
medium.
vital medium.
It's a medium. Medium. Right? So language is the. We will not use the. We will say because there are many ways to communicate with each other. So So a pivotal tool with which, not by which, by which people come, through which, I will use the word through which people communicate with each other. Right? Teach your many languages. Girl, S, many languages.
Oh, sorry.
Right? Use our S. Be careful.
Sorry, I got.
Yeah. So many languages become extinct. Very good. I like the word extinct, which is considered a positive, trend, positive by some people, as it results in world peaceful and as it results in a world. It results in a peaceful world. That's it.
Okay.
Not in a world peaceful and understanding. In a peaceful world.
Okay.
In the making results in the making of a peaceful world. Right? Okay. So Babita is done. Now I have Suresh. Okay, so this is Abela. Okay, Abiola, first was Abiola. Okay. Many languages fade away annually. Very good. Short. A set of people think, okay, I think this S is still a huge problem with everybody. So you have to see when you say a set of people, okay, because you're using a set of people things. Now, if you use the word a here, then things is fine. A set of people. Okay,
Can I say a lot of people think?
No, what I'm saying is it's not. Set of people is beautiful. I'm bothered with this S.
Okay, think.
Think, yeah.
Oh yeah. Think.
Right? Yeah, think. This is a constructive trend, and that a globe with smaller languages creates peaceful and mutual understanding, creates peaceful atmosphere, and builds up mutual understanding among the dwellers. Okay. The word dweller is usually, Viola, used when we talk about some habitation, some geography, right? So you can use dwellers, inhabitants, among people, among public people.
I'll just say among the people.
Among the people, yes, yeah.
One question, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Globe with smaller languages doesn't mean correctly, I think. Maybe a smaller set of languages.
Okay. Let me see.
Because it's not a small or big language, right?
With a lesser number.
of,
Sorry, very good observation. With a lesser number of languages, not smaller.
Smaller
number of languages. Not smaller languages, smaller number of languages. Yeah, or lesser number of languages. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, moving further. It's okay, Abiola?
Thank you.
Okay. So many languages lost annually. So what is the meaning of lost? This word is also very confusing, So we have to use here many languages get lost annually.
Okay.
Okay. So Suresh, I 100% believe that when I make a little correction, you quickly get that. So you have to train your brain to find your own mistakes.
Okay.
Right? And how you can do it? How can you do it? So you have to read your sentence independently, close your eyes and say, many languages lost annually. Either you say many languages are lost annually, or many languages get lost annually. Right?
Or even lose annually. Lose.
Yeah, so if you say many languages lose annually, that's also fine. We say we lose.
But it looks little incomplete. Many languages.
This is incomplete. Absolutely, this is incomplete, right?
Or
so
lose their sense annually, or lose their,
yeah. We can start with we lose many languages annually. We lose many languages annually. Right? Okay.
Okay, I got it. The sentence is not complete. I got that.
The sentence is not complete, yeah. So here, large number. Okay, this mistake, this is the third time I think this mistake I'm seeing since yesterday. Not from Suresh, but from everywhere. So whenever we put large number, the whole expression is a large number. Babita also wrote large number. So it's not large number, a large number.
Okay.
A large number of people believe this is an encouraging change. This is an encouraging change. Again, A and, sir. Okay. Encouraging change. And that a globe with handful. Okay. Now with handful, I think handful is a compound word. So you will write handful together.
Okay.
Okay.
Handful.
And with I have to check. I have to Google this word. I'm a little confused. I think it's one word.
Sure.
Globe with handful of languages encourage better synchronization. Okay, among people, synchronization of thoughts and ideas. Okay. All right. So this is well done, my friend. So this is done. So now we are here. So paraphrasing is done. Any question for paraphrasing? No. So now we have to build a thesis statement. I want now you to write a thesis statement. So basically, thesis statement, you know, here you will write, you know, so half of the thesis statement is already covered in your paraphrasing. Let me first explain what is thesis statement to Shivani. She's new, and I will also, this will be also helpful for everybody to understand what is thesis statement. So Shivani, thesis statement is your argument that you are going to develop in the body of your paragraph. So the argument needs to be introduced in the thesis statement. Yesterday, I took an example of a book. Today, I'm going to take an example of, you know, myself. Okay. Last week, you know, I presented in a 5 days international conference on language building, and I was a presenter there. So when I presented my slideshow, and it was, you know, international, so people from all across the globe, they were watching it. So when I started my presentation on my, you know, on my slideshow, now let's go to slideshow, from book to slideshow. So in the first slide, I put the agenda of the presentation or the content of the presentation. So the first slide had 5 content, which I took one by one later in my slideshow. So the first slide is the thesis statement of my presentation, and that slide said, okay, I am going to explain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 points in my presentation. And if we relate it with the yesterday's example of a book, so Shivani, if you have a book, the first page of the book is called the content of the book, and that content has 5 chapters. So you will be writing the first chapter's name, second chapter's name, third, fourth, and so on, but you will not explain anything in the content. You will just mention the name. So thesis statement is very much equivalent to the content page. Thesis statement is equivalent to the first slide of the presentation. So thesis statement, that tells me thesis statement is short and sweet, precise, succinct, right? I'm going to write this word succinct. It has to be succinct. Succinct. Do you understand the word of succinct? Concise, brief, right? Concise and brief. So if you remember the content of your book page, that page is so succinct, so concise, it does not elaborate anything. It just says the name of the chapter. So your thesis statement should work like the content of a book and should simply state what you're going to explain in the next paragraph, body paragraph. So now, thesis statement should have view 1 in short and view 2 in short, right? So view 1 is that it promotes harmony and understanding. So this view 1 is already given in the statement, which you have already explained in the paraphrase. So in the thesis statement, we are just going to do only view 2 in short. Okay, okay. By combining it with the thesis statement, by using a linking word, we can say on the other hand, or we can say however, another set of school, or another thought of school, another school of thought, another school of thought believes that fewer languages are that having fewer languages means that having fewer languages means death of
Knowledge.
of the knowledge, okay, knowledge, history, and heritage of the country or of the community that use that language, or heritage of the community,
Living in the different part of the world.
No, I'm relating it with the language, right? So, however, another school of thought believes that having fewer languages means death of the knowledge, history, and heritage of the community that uses or that has used or that uses the dying language. Right? So this is, what is this? This whole thing is your view 2. Okay?
This is a thesis?
So, yes, Babita?
Okay. No, I was just asking, like, if this was the thesis statement.
Yes.
Okay.
So today the thesis statement is little different than yesterday's thesis statement. Yesterday was very clear.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
yesterday was very, very clear.
So how many words should this paragraph be actually, the introduction?
Yeah. So yesterday I wrote it here and I'm going to write it again here. So intro should have your, 45 to 55 words. Even if you go 60, don't worry about that. Even if you go 65, don't worry about that. You do what you need to do.
Okay.
Okay, you do what you need to do. So even if introduction goes 45, 55, 65 words, that's okay. So obviously paraphrasing will take probably, I would say, 20 to 25 words, depending on the statement. Some statements are very, very short. Some statements are long. Right? So maybe 20, 30 words. So depending on that, in this essay, basically one view has already been mentioned very clearly in the statement. Second view, we created the second view. So, right? So this is how it's going to be. All right. So can my friends, now write down the thesis statement? So in this case, Shivani, students who were there yesterday, so again, I'm repeating the same thing. Yesterday's thesis statement was very short, very precise because of the nature of essay. Here, the thesis statement has 2 things to pay attention to. Number 1, that 50% of the thesis statement is already given in the question, and all you are doing is the second 50% of your statement, right? And the second thing that you need to pay attention is that do not be hard on yourself in making it word limit. Don't be tight. Keep the range, flexibility. You do what the conventions of writing introductions are. So you do what you need to do. Do not worry about word limit here. Anyways, you are not going to go beyond 70 in any case.
Okay.
Even beyond 60, you are not going to go 100%. All right. So here I have already mentioned the second part of the thesis statement. I wrote it myself. Now I want everybody to write yourself. the second part of thesis statement.
Sorry.
Yeah. Nafi,
Yes, please.
do you want us to write the thesis or the body?
Sorry?
You want us to write the thesis or the body now?
Thesis, please. Thesis. Let's finish it, please. Okay. Yes, please. Okay. Okay, whereas a certain number of intellects think that fewer languages can evaporate the knowledge, history, and the culture into the thin air. Very beautiful, very nice, very nice. Right, very good. Very good, yes. Viola, however, another school of thought believes that having fewer languages imply loss of original history. Perfect, very nice, beautiful, Viola or Tamilola, whosoever has written, very good. Very nice, yes. You know, this is the most beautiful, you know, element of, you know, online learning, I guess, that, everybody can read everybody. Honestly, this is so cool.
I mean, it is increasing our vocabulary also, I would say, like, you know.
Exactly, absolutely.
People
Honestly,
are using
I
different
think,
words. Yeah.
yeah. And Babita, trust me, I'm having goosebumps. Honestly, I can't, show you that my excitement, but I'm being honest. I feel, oh my God, this window is helping everybody,
Yeah, it is. I'm getting so
right?
used to it now. Like, you know, I think I will shift my college to online college now.
Okay, great. I'm happy. I'm very happy that you're so excited. Great. Okay. Oh, you have to mention all this in your video, girl. I'm waiting for the video from you.
Yes, I will. I will. Like last night it got a little late, so.
I understand. Yeah, yeah. I understand. Yeah, you need time. Yeah.
And I was trying to log into my Google account also, and it was like, you know, acting funny. So I thought, okay, let me do it.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier, that it's going to act funny unless and until you open Chrome and go there.
Yeah, yeah. So.
Okay, I'm waiting for more people. Okay, very nice. Actually, I'm so happy and so, satisfied that, okay, everybody can, Okay. However, when a language dies, the culture associated with it also dies. Very, very good. The wealth of knowledge. So T capital, my girl, Shivani, T capital. The wealth of knowledges and information, I small, contained in the literature of that knowledge will become inaccessible to future generations. So it's such a beautiful language you guys have. However, I would like, say
I
that
is where you said my mistake, sorry?
information, I capital.
Oh yeah, so sorry. Okay.
Small, yeah. So, I would simply say, I would end it here. However, when a language dies, the culture associated with it also dies. So what I would do is I would not write the next part of this one. I will use this sentence for the body paragraph.
Okay.
Because it is thesis statement, and you cannot, a thesis statement, you cannot expand it, right? So what change I would do is, however, when a language dies, the culture, the heritage, and the history associated with it also dies. So just add 2 words after culture. And you did it, girl. Beautiful. So short, so clear. Very good. Okay, Suresh, now I'm waiting for yours.
Sorry, I actually I misunderstand. Instead of paraphrasing what has been written there, I thought of writing view 1 body para. Okay, I was trying out. Okay.
All right. Okay.
And
no worries. Okay.
I stopped in between. I understand now, so I just.
Okay, but you understood, right?
Yeah, I understood.
Okay. All right, friends. So
but my question here is, you already wrote that intro, right? In that intro, the statement you given, however another school of thought believes. So
yes.
Why we have to rewrite it? Because to develop the content of the essay, or it's a different version of the same statement? That's where I misunderstood.
So both things. It is a different version of the same thing, and to revise how it is right, and I wanted to see how you are going to present. So it's the same thing. That's what I mentioned earlier, that I have already written. Can you write in your own words? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, my friends. So this is done. So thesis statement is done. Now we are on body paragraph, right? So we are on now body. So body, what method are we going to use for the body? We are going to use a block method. So we are going to use a block method, and block is, block A. So how many blocks are we going to have?
2.
2, I think.
Yeah. So block 1 is view 1, right? And why is block is coming with X? Block. And block 2 will be?
Example. Yeah.
Yeah, view 2.
Oh.
View 2, right? And I want you to now take care of this thing. So why is it a positive trend? How is it helping? Give example.
Okay.
Okay. So I would give you 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes to write a full paragraph.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. All right. So everybody gets 15 minutes to write the thing. Okay. So how are you going to start? Let me help you a bit more. How are you going to start, right? So you will be using the transition words, transition sheets that I sent everybody, yesterday, and some of you have the hard copy also. So I'm going to mention it here. So since there are two views and both views are pole apart, right? So both views are pole apart, right? So you will say, you can, if you have used one school of thought or one people, or you can say on one hand, and then you will start writing your paragraph. Block 1.
Okay.
And when you're writing, block 2, you say on the other hand.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is your beginning. Okay, and so here you will answer the question, why it is positive. Answer this question, why it is positive, because answer is already given. Now, how is it helping you? How is it helping you? And then you will write here, what would you write? You will write here an example. So these are the 3 things, I want to see here in your paragraph. Answer these things. Hello, good morning. Lapit speaking. How can I help you? No, I'm not connected to the site now. I'm independent, provider of coaching for band 7 and 8. I don't conduct the general test, but I provide coaching for general test and academic test. Okay? Thank you, sir. Oh, all right. So we have now, okay, beautiful. Okay, so from everybody, okay, all right. So I'm waiting from now Suresh and Tamilola or
Sorry, you call me?
yeah, so I'm waiting for your,
Okay,
paragraph.
okay. I wrote in a paper, just I'm typing that in a word so that I can cut and paste it.
Okay, so if you can type quickly, it's fine, or okay, yeah, you can type quickly and just fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Or you can send me the picture also, whatever is convenient, because I'm starting the discussion now.
Okay, no problem. You continue. Just give me a few minutes.
You can send me the picture also on this thing and you can do it. Or I will share or somehow. Okay, friends. So let's look at what Aviola, it's Aviola or Tamilola, I don't know, but I'm reading it. So it says, on one hand, having fewer languages is a positive trend, and because because it encourages unity among various races and cultural backgrounds. It helps me by making communication easier between I and the people from different parts of the world. So there are two. It helps me by making communication easier between, so there is one grammatical mistake here, my friends. So people, I and people. So this is the mistake where we use first person and second person. So in English language, we will use people first and then I later. So communication easier between people and I, between people from the different parts of the world and I. So this word and I, you will write at the end of the sentence. Got it, Aviola?
Lola, yes, got it.
Right, okay, all right. So for example, visiting a Chinese grocery store has become easier and allows for smoother transactions because of fewer language barriers. Okay, so now let me read. It helps me making, okay. So on one hand, having fewer languages is a positive trend because it encourages unity among various races and cultural backgrounds. So one sentence is missing because we can talk and exchange our ideas in one language, which is English. So I'm finding that element missing in your paragraph, that what language you're talking about when you are communicating with people from all parts of the world.
Okay.
So what is that? So you just put that one language, English, that I'm using.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, a Chinese grocery store. So you don't have to need to put C capital for Chinese.
Okay.
So this is Yeah, visiting a Chinese grocery store has become easier and allows for smoother understanding
Okay.
and transmission of ideas because of fewer language barriers or because of English language that a Chinese also speak and I also speak. So this has gone little fewer language, little off,
You've sent it.
you know. So
Just
you have
sent
to
it.
speak it in each language. It has become easier because you have one language to talk to each other.
Okay.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So what I'm missing in this whole paragraph is that you have never mentioned that what is the barrier, how is it, how is the fewer barrier, how the easier, that means with English.
Okay.
Now, one thing that I want to, my friends, I want to explain here, and which was coming in my mind here, that I'm going back to this page, the thing that I've highlighted. So example, when I'm saying an example, you can also put this example at the beginning, right? So you can start your whole thing why it is positive. You can also build up here. So you can use example not at the end. You put the example at the beginning, and then you build through why it is positive or how it is positive.
Okay.
So example can come at the beginning. Example can come after why, and example can come after how. So there's a flexibility. So if I see your, you say for example visiting a Chinese, yeah. So here you use example at the bottom, which is fine. But all you missed was that, a component of, what did I say? Component of English language. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now let's go back now, so Abdullah is done. Now we have Shivani. So on one hand, O capital, on one hand, the loss of language means losing the history of a nation, history of a nation who used to speak that language. Okay. So, okay. Important events of the nation which happened in the past are passed through language to new generation, are passed through to by no, so preposition wrong, are passed to new generation as in the form of a book or a poem. So here again, Shivani, I'm seeing that your brain is going fast. So you are missing little nuances of English language. So important events of a nation which happened in the past are passed through by new generation as. So how many ideas you have put it in this sentence if you check this one? So there is a rush of ideas, Shivani. Break them, complete them. Okay, so the language, then important events of nation. So you started the idea important events of a nation. So tell them what events, cultural celebrations, national events, right, which happened in the past. Okay, so now you talked about past. So now you have to say are not happening in the present, or they are not being passed on to the next generation. So complete this thought. I want you to complete this thought and then start a new sentence. They are passed through to next generation in the form of a book, poem, or video, audio, book, whatever, right? In the form of. So when you see there's a mistake, a book and a poem. So book is not comparable with book, with poem. You can say in the form of a story, poem, or a novel. So poem can go with story and novel parallel. Poem cannot go parallel with book, right? But with book, you say in the form of a book, encyclopedia, or written document, right? So why this thing is happening? Because you are excited and you're writing and you have ideas and you're intelligent, right? Okay. So here we develop different skills of the brain, right? So more is not merrier. Less is merrier. Take one idea, complete that idea, go to the full stop, build up the next idea.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. However, language, so language is a noun. So you have to put an article or the. So however, a language plays the most important role in doing what was said by provers. So, okay, so who are the provers? So language plays the most significant role in doing or in documenting. So language, what does language do? Language does something or language documents?
Ma'am, can you cut and paste that in your screen so that it's easy to watch?
Oh, it becomes easier? Okay.
Yeah, in chat, we have to scroll and that's not
okay, all right. Okay,
showing
no worries.
us where you are.
Okay, thank you for telling me, no worries. Like this is better?
Yeah.
Okay, it's better?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have already explained up to here. Do you want me to explain that again? I've already explained this up to here.
Okay, no problem.
So can we move further? Okay. So however, whenever you're using however, you need to put a comma here. However, when it is a language, you say a language plays, a language plays an important, the most significant, this is a very strong word, right? So, which is good, which is bad. So if it is the most significant, most significant, that means it's at the top, then your next sentence needs to go, what is the significant element? So plays the most significant role in doing. So language does not do things. What I believe is, correct me my friends, if other students are listening if I'm wrong, language plays a most significant role in doing what is said or in documenting what is said by the provers. Not doing. You will put documenting.
Okay.
Right? Documenting what was said by the provers. Okay. What is actually happening when a language is evading is not only just extension of some words, but the enriched history of a nation. Very good, actually, idea is great. Great idea. But so what is happening? So what I think you are typing in small window, and that's why you are not taking care of capital letters.
Oh yeah.
So you have to put, yeah. So I understand. What is actually happening when a language, right? Now let us see a little bit. Grammatically this sentence is good, but grammatically this sentence is not little. I'm saying weak and wiggly. So look here. So you say, what is actually happening? So this is present continuous. What is actually happening when a language is evading? When a language evades, I will put the word not is, when I will put the word evade. Simple present tense. Right? So what is actually happening when a language evades is not only just the extension of some words, but also, whenever you use not only, we use but also. But also the extinction of, if you put again, or the death of enriched history of the nation. Okay, I loved it. I love this sentence. Little grammatical mistake, yeah, but now it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Now going back to the chat. How can I go to the chat without stopping to screen? I can't find that button here. I have to stop it. Okay, then it's easier for me to go to the chat. Okay. So now let me read. So this is done. Let me read now. Suresh. It seems Suresh, you're going many words beyond. Let's check how many words you have. Okay, no worries.
I just tried my best.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope I'm able to, okay, yes. So this is 148 words. So how many words do you think you should be writing? If we look at what Shivani wrote, so Shivani, your word is 86. Okay, that's fine. I will buy that, but I will not buy these many words.
No, this
so
is
which
2
one.
views. This is 2 views.
Oh,
View
there are
1.
2. Okay, there are 2. Sorry. Okay, so you finished essay. Okay, all right. Okay, that looks good. So okay, so this is 74. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay. So on one hand, the world is shrinking virtually due to technological advances, and people start communicating with each other quickly from different parts of the world. Okay. So can you identify now what is the mistake here?
Mm-hmm.
So the mistake is task
Parts of the
achievement.
word, yes, is missing.
So 23 words have been used, and you have not talked about language at all. You have added another element of technological advancement. Right? So if you can, our core is language today.
Language.
Right?
Okay.
So if you say the world is shrinking virtually due to the technological advances and, you know, the coming up of fewer languages. So we are not concerned about communicating quickly. We are communicating effectively because of language. So I want you to, you know, rewrite this part of the sentence, you know, adding the language element.
Language,
right?
specific. Okay.
Language, right?
Stick
So when
with
different communities start interacting with their language, brings a lot of complexities and wrong translations, leading to serious relationship problem between them. Okay, so this is related. When different communities start interacting with each other, with one another, one and I think because we are saying different, so we are not using each. Each is used for only 2.
Right.
One another. One another, comma, right? Their own languages bring. Now their own, so problem with S, languages bring.
Okay,
this
plural.
S,
2. Okay.
right?
Okay. Bring.
Okay. Yeah, because you are saying they are plural, so you have to put languages here. Their own languages bring. So also the expression when we use number of, with lot also we use a.
I thought, then I deleted. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because
so when community
doesn't fit for me. Okay.
Yeah, I know, because on daily basis we don't pay attention to this R's and F's, right? Okay. So when different communities start interacting with one another, their own languages bring a lot of complexity and wrong translations. So now what you're saying here is that their own language. So if you talk to me in Tamil and I talk to you in Punjabi, so there will be lots of complexities. And where is the translation?
Yeah. That's why I mentioned the first line of advancement of technologies. And nowadays people are talking in language.
No. So then, yeah. So you mean technologies can translate, right? So no, you are adding into you're going
Another
into
idea.
new perspective, new element of this whole big thing, right? So and also to bring what elements you have added, you need more words to make it more clear, and you do not have more words.
Okay.
So you have to eliminate. So you will say.
Sure. I'll try to rework on that.
Sorry?
I try to rework on that first statement. Maybe I'm talking
perfect.
something technology instead of language. Okay.
Yes, yeah. So when different communities start interacting with one another, their own languages bring a lot of complexity and no understanding between them. Basically, when you are speaking in different language, there is no understanding, right? Okay. So there is no understanding. So no understanding, among them or between them, right? It is very important to find a common medium. That's very good. A common medium, one common medium, right? To find a common medium for world communication, and the first step is to reduce the number of languages. Okay, this is a perfect sentence, right? So you built up. So if I take this thing out, then then you are building up the thing perfectly well.
Okay, got it.
Okay, all right, okay. All right. So on the other hand, communities develop many intellectual properties for hundreds of years, and most of them are living in that specific in.
Okay.
Living in.
Okay.
This globalization faded away a number of languages. Faded away a number. So a number always faded away. A number of languages drives humanity lose the interact. No. So this is now becoming a run-on sentence, my friend.
Okay.
The globalization faded away a number of languages. Okay. Full stop. Finished. It drives humanity lose it. Which further? It further, right? It further.
Okay.
Drives humanity in losing those intellectual properties, right? In losing those intellectual properties and struggle again to prevent. And no, now you are adding a next element, that is a struggle to reinvent. This struggle, we can put it in, recommendation in our conclusion.
Okay.
So either we can predict or we can recommend. So we'll recommend that reinventing the same will be, harder. So in the future, right? So we are going to take this out.
Okay.
For example, Mayans invented calendars around 28 until when the Mayan language died, all those intellectual properties also went away. Words started reinventing the same again nowadays. So this word nowadays, this is how this expression is written.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So very good example, you have written Mayans, but I'm going to little bit add into this. Mayans invented the calendar around, so Mayans invented calendars along with many other valuable, valuable concepts or valuable
assets, valuable
not valuable. So what are those valuable knowledge?
Valuable knowledge. Okay.
And not invented, documented, right? So we don't use
Okay. Documented.
Documented or
because we are speaking on the language now. Okay. So
language, yeah. So created.
Strictly should be.
Mayans created, right? Created the calendar along with many other valuable, knowledgeable items, knowledgeable items around 24. And when Mayans died, all those intellectual properties, right? Also went away. Words started reinventing the same again nowadays. Yeah. So So you are mentioning depth of listening. I like it actually. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So keep track of your and S. You have to definitely spend more time online doing some online exercises so that you stick on to that. Because at this point of time, the brain is looking for the right form of words, the brain is looking for ideas, the brain is also telling you to just stay and answer what Navpreet has told, right? So many things are happening in the brain. So there is a chances that you will lose paying attention on these, little grammatical things.
Okay.
All right, very good. Now moving on to I'm excited to read next student who's left now. Babita. Okay, so I'm taking Babita's now.
What do you think?
Okay, so we have Babita's. Okay. So on one hand, world is coming globally into one large family where technology has made it easier for everyone to understand and put forward their views to the world. In short, it is like one language that fits all. Okay. Now what I'm seeing missing here in this element is saying a little bit similar to what Suresh said. No, maybe some, I don't know, Suresh or somebody said, you did not add the element of language here, Babita. So on one hand, the world is becoming globally, into one large family where one language, and you can write down in bracket English, right? One language and technology has made it easier for everyone to understand and put across their views to the world, right? So the element of technology, when you are adding that spice into your thing, do you think this spice is fitting? Though this is happening in the world, it has, if I look independently this sentence with technology, I completely understand and it's so meaningful. But when I look at from the essay point of view, it is, on one hand, the world is becoming globally into one large family where one language and one language, English, has, so two things have made us to understand, two things. One is language and one is technology. Am I right, Babita? Right? If had we been having only language, then we would not be able to put the views to the world. We will be able to put views to the people around us, but not to the world. So to the world, technology has complemented that, right? So two ideas are running. Is it necessary to add technology into this? Think about it, because now next sentence, in short. So when you're saying in short, we will put it full stop here. We will put a capital letter here in short. Then we would be putting comma here. In short, it is like one language that fits all. So you said here one language, but you did not mention about language in the back. So what does it mean? Right? So somewhere in the first sentence, you have to talk about language, and then this sentence becomes, so you said one language fits all for usage. So what do we do? When we use the word fits all, that means we are using a size, right? So when we are using size, so with language, what do? We use language. One language fits all. No, I would say in short, one language is fit for all purposes. Fits all purposes. So fits all purposes? No, we don't use the word fits. What for purposes fits all? Fills all purposes. Uses, what word can we use for fits? One language that is used for all purposes. Am I right? So now this I want you to rephrase by number 1 point, by taking language more into consideration, and technology, there is no need to put. If you want to put technology, put it a separate sentence, short separate sentence, and technology is promoting that understanding. That's it. Using English and with the help of technology, we are able to communicate to the world across. So technology is promoting the enhancement of that language. So there is an overlap thought. This is, my friend, also called as run-on sentences. So what is happening is one idea not finished. Second idea added. So this is basically what is run-on sentence. So many intelligent people like you fall under this category that and basically, immigrants are more intelligent than Canadians. This is what I feel, right? Immigrants are more intelligent than, Canadians. Their brain runs very fast. So where immigrants do not succeed into, mainstream Canadian is when you lay your language. So if you talk to me, Babita, using this sentence, I completely understand what you're trying to say in an informal setting. But essay writing is a formal setting. So tell your brain, I'm not running. Slow down, right? Pick up one idea, complete that idea, and if you need to enhance that idea by adding technology, use a stand-alone sentence, a short stand-alone sentence. My friends, this I'm saying to everybody. A short stand-alone sentence can be added. Okay, so no overlapping, please. All right, so I have triggered your things with run-on sentence. You can Google run-on sentence, spend time on that, everybody. Honestly, this I'm telling to everyone, to myself also. Because when let us say if I'm communicating with you and I'm typing a message or something, I will definitely, there are chances, 20-30% chances that I will write a run-on sentence. And when I'm going to edit it, I will see, okay, I did not finish my first idea and I'm starting the second idea. So edit means reread and edit your sentence, that is there any overlap going on, and then when I edit my sentence, I correct it, and then that's how I send the final message. Okay, so there are many nitty-gritty skills that you need to build up for band 7 onwards, and that's the reason people struggle so much between 6.5 and 7 bands, because there are multiple things that students need to develop. This will be a lot of unlearning, as Babita said yesterday, right? Lots of unlearning of little nitty-gritty ideas. Okay, so you must have realized also that it's not English language where you are falling behind. It is these little concepts that I'm telling you in between. So your brain speed should be slowed down, basically. Right? So one chunk, think at a time and move on. Okay, so let's, now I'm looking at this thing. So she started on the other hand. So that means this is block 2. So on one hand and on block hand, right? So this is not a full paragraph. It is only 49 words. So there is no example given. There is no explanation how it helps, or how it solves, so this is incomplete. So you must write this paragraph, 60 to 70 words. Okay. Now moving on. Can I go ahead now, my friend? Okay, thank you. So on the other hand is the essence of human race. So on the other hand, so this is, this is a linking word, transition word. So we have to put here on the other hand, comma. Language is the essence of human race. So now you are saying on one hand the world is becoming a globally one. Tech made it easier. So on easier, made it easier. On the other hand, what are you losing? You have to make it going opposite to that. So what I'm seeing is a huge problem of parallelism, right? So para 1 and para 2 need to run parallel. Yes? Right? So, but what you are gaining, language is the essence of human race. Basically, if you want to put this, first of all, there is a mistake in the sentence. So let me first correct the mistake and then I should tell you where it should go, the sentence should go. Language is the essence of human race. So how about food?
Conclude.
Is food the essence of human race?
It is.
What about relationship is the essence of human race? Procreation is the essence of human race. So there are so many essences.
So language is
So
one.
Sorry?
So we can't add like one of the essences of the human.
Yes. Beautiful, right? Or you can say language is one of the essences of human existence, right? Human race. Or language is the essence of the human race in terms of communication.
Yeah.
Right? So this sentence is in itself is so generic that this will in itself it does not make sense and it will bring your band completely down because it's not complete. It is just thrown, right? So sometimes I feel that, we all, this is not for Babita, this is for everyone of us, right? We throw things. But before throwing out, before articulating, think what message it will be out when it is thrown. So in speaking, if you say language is the essence of human race, I'll say, okay, how is this essence, Babita? I'm talking to you, you say, well, with language we communicate, we understand, we share. So I'm asking you for clarification and you are clarifying when we are talking. But in essay writing, there is no talking. You throw it, it is out, it is published.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So now, considering in terms of, so even if you correct this sentence, so this sentence should go before even your thesis statement at the beginning of the essay, where you say language is one of the essences of human existence, right? So where you are building up the base, you are setting the stage. But here you are saying, on the other hand, you are not setting the stage. So sorry, I'm going to erase it. On the other hand, depth of language, what is depth of language doing? So on the other hand, you have to go parallel. Okay? So through the modern world, now the world is disseminated into various fragments, but language brings us back to the roots of our origin. Okay, so let's read this. Now the modern world is disseminated into various fragments. Okay. So my friends, I'm going a little deeper today and little more elements of, language. When you write the word various, or if you write many, or if you write some, if you write, a lots of. Right? Whenever you use these words in your writing, you need to explain how, in what various fragments. You need to use rule of, you say many fragments, some fragments, lots of fragments, like you threw another, the sentence is beautiful what you wrote. But okay, my brain is confused. Okay, now the modern word is disseminated into various fragments like this, and then how the language. So fragments. So let me now delete these all words that I said for your understanding. That next time when you're using these words, you have to say like what. So now the modern word is disseminated into various fragments So there is a dissemination of various language, but language, then what does language bring? My brain says that language will join these fragments. But you're saying the language brings us back to the roots of our origin. So too much has been said in this sentence that I'm like, okay, I don't see the flow of thoughts.
Yeah, actually, you know what? This is introduction only. What's going on? Actually, this is the
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
yeah. I mean, like I wasn't getting onto the point, like in the body thing. So I believe this is
Yeah.
more of intro. Like these could be yeah. I mean, I could
But
not.
intro you cannot go. But intro you cannot go very big because essay is only 250 words.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like I could not get hold of the body basically. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
run around with the
Yeah.
intro. Mm.
Yeah. No, it's good to talk and discuss actually, so that, the way I'm marking, you should see, everybody should see, okay, yeah. So let's say, for example, ancient languages like Latin and Sanskrit have no more relevance in today's world, but they take us back to our history and culture. But we are not talking about taking it back. We are talking about, so the second discussion view is the depth of, so what, if you remember, we wrote here, so I think this was your, this was your, I think, Babita, yeah?
This was Suresh's, I think. But then it was
Suresh.
almost the same. Yeah. This was
Yeah,
almost
same.
the same.
Message was same. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to talk about view 2 now. We don't have to add another view,
Right.
right? So you have, your focus needs to be, all those. So, depth of tradition, depth of culture, depth of human history.
Ma'am, I
Okay.
think I'm not remember that's a reading class or writing class. You talked about tangent and
Tangent, yes, tangent.
where
I think,
we try to talk about one, but we are deviating from there, and you wrote a diagram
yes,
that we try to talk about
yes,
something, but we are completely deviating towards something. Maybe
yeah.
this
So,
applicable way.
yeah, I'm going to talk again in this class, right? So I'm going to insert a shape and let us say, so what is happening here is, so this is your, let us say, the content, that is the essay topic. This is your essay topic, right? That some people want to believe that fewer languages are playing, doing wonders in communicating, while other people are thinking that we are getting off from our, traditions and cultures and values. So second view is that we are seeing the depth of culture and values. But what you are doing here is you are going little off the topic. So what you are doing is you are going off the topic, and this is how it goes. So you touch the element of language, but you went off. This is called a tangential. It's called a tangential. So you touch a little bit here. So you touch a little bit here about language, only at this part where you see the touching. But other things you are talking about, going back, Latin, Sanskrit, going back, so you are talking about back to your history. So you're not talking about the depth happening. What are you losing on that? So this is called a tangential off. So stick to how can you go back? You have to stick to your whatever you brainstorming you have done here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. And also what I feel is, even in both Suresh and Babita, that you were kind of in hurry of writing both the passages. No, let's write one passage, right? One block, and then learn from that block. So please take care that you are not going off from the topic, and you are maintaining that parallelism, right? So maintaining that parallelism.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, now let's go to the next person. So tell me, Lola, where is your one?
Oh, you already read mine.
It's mine that is there. Mine is there.
Okay. Okay, girl. I'm going to take now. All right. Okay. Oops. Can I come here? Yeah. So it says, on one hand, having fewer languages is a positive trend because it creates, it creates peaceful coexistence among people. Very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. This helps to communicate easily and different people at work despite different spoken language. So on one hand, having fewer languages. So so what do you mean by this here? You said this helps. This
The language.
Language. So which language?
Fewer language.
Fewer language help us to communicate easily since we don't have to talk.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I don't have to
So
speak
first of
my
all,
Nigerian language for you to speak your Indian language for me to interact.
okay. So, okay, I'm saying, now when you say having fewer, there is a mistake here, fewer languages, right? So this S is really bothersome actually. My friend, we are repeatedly saying this S. So on one hand, having fewer languages is a positive trend because it creates. Now we cannot write it creates because you are talking here is, it means one. It means one. So, okay, sorry. What happened? Okay. So, but when we are saying languages, having fewer languages is a positive trend because this is it here, right? So we have to, it's not it. What will we write? Because
They create.
they, very good. They create. Very good.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So this has to be cancelled because they create peaceful coexistence among people. So when it is they plural, then we cannot use the word this. Right? So either we will use a pure language or we can insert here, for example, English is universally common to be used. And then you say, this is helping. Then you will say, so this, you can make a better sentence with English, but I just use, whatever came to my mind. So by adding this one, then you say, this helps to communicate easily with different people at workplace, despite different spoken languages, despite, not despite, despite they having their
Native.
own different spoken language.
Okay.
Make sense, Abiola?
Yes, I'm listening.
Right? Yeah, good. So what I feel here is that in all of your essay, except the first that Tamilola wrote, that you did not even came with this thing, the word English language or French language, right? Or Spanish, or whichever is the popular. I think the most popular is English.
Yes.
So this is how, sorry?
English is.
For example, so for example, English is universally common to be used to for the mean of communication, right? You can make it a better sentence here for the mean. So this helps to communicate easily with different people at work, in life. So at work, in life, and and in life, in general, despite they having their own different original language. A good example is the harmony and understanding among Canadians and immigrants in Canada, irrespective of their original language of everyone. So original language, original goes with fake. So we will use, irrespective of the mother tongue, mother language or mother tongue.
Irrespective of their mother language.
Yeah,
Or their mother tongue.
There. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Good. Any question about this one? So this is how I am seeing, still not happy today with, your body paragraph. Yesterday I was happier, but it's okay. It's okay. This is the struggle that you will all have to pass through. And so stay focused on, and I believe when it is a block method, it becomes easier because you take one point and then you explain one point with more clarity. So my friends, I want, one thing, I'm going to give you a strategy. You might call it a baby strategy, but that's how, we are going to do it. Let me see if I have, a document where I can help you with that. I'm going to quickly create something here on this page for you to stay focused on, your sentence. So your paragraph should have topic sentence.
Topic sentence.
Then it should have supporting detail. And then you have supporting detail 1, supporting detail 2, and then supporting detail 3. So your topic sentence is, dying of history. I'm just going to take a quickly dying of history. Then you have to say, okay, how is history dying? How is it dying? Answer that, how is it dying? Right? And sorry, how is it dying? That's what you have to answer. You have to answer in this. So these 3 sentences all the time. That's it.
Right.
Okay. So you make the topic sentence. How can you stay focused on that? Okay. You say, okay. So this is basically how your paragraph should look like. Now I want you to, when you're writing your paragraph, I want you to, okay, maybe make a line here. How you have the lines in your, this thing. And every time when you're writing a sentence, how in childhood when we were learning language or writing, you were just writing one sentence. Don't write a paragraph, right? Don't write a paragraph. So first here you will say, okay, I'm going to write, I'm going to write topic sentence here, right? In the second sentence, I'm going to write supporting detail 1, and I'm going to write supporting detail 2, and supporting detail, 3. And that's how later on, once practice with this will really help you. It looks very much like a baby size, but I'm telling you, this will help you a lot. That's okay. That's okay. Because our brain has become super intelligent that our brain can think of all the 3 details quickly, and we can conclude it very quickly because we are intelligent. And that is the challenge with adult learning of language. Right? Kids are taught to write like this in this country, and then they build up that. So we have lost that. It's been 20 years when we were a child.
Agree. Yep.
Right? So if you will make this kind of thing, and then, rewrite here as a paragraph, right? Then you rewrite as a para. Okay, and my friends, students, who are taking the full course, you will see that what I'm talking here, this will be of tremendous help to you in speaking. This will be of tremendous help to you in reading, in listening, because all these skills are integrated. Listening, speaking, reading, writing are integrated. So when we read something, somebody wrote that essay. In reading, what we are doing is somebody wrote that essay and we are reading that essay. So you will see this thing happening. Similarly, in listening, in the last passage, which when it becomes very difficult, very tough, then I tell my students, okay, look at the supporting details of the topic sentence that the person has spoken. So you will see at the end of the course, all the skills that I'm teaching you, they get into place in all 4 modules. So how many of you promise me to write a paragraph in this style? Okay, I know it looks small, like a very small, like a baby thing, but that's what you have to do. Okay, sometimes.
But when we write an exam, to do this all like a topic sentence and supporting details, then develop that. We have a separate workplace where we can do all that. Then we write the essay, or
yes, very good question. That's why when I tell my students, when you will send me an essay, I don't want you to spend 40 minutes only. I want you to spend 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, whatever. And slowly, after writing 3 essays with your full dedication, you will see that you are taking charge of the time. That you, like in 45 minutes, you'll reduce your time to 50 minutes and then to 40 minutes, right? In exam, you will have a sheet where you can do these things, but you will not have time, right? So you have to practice doing that. This is where after learning, the practice will come into. However, I must tell you that this is how your exam is being marked. The examiner is going to see, is there a topic sentence, fully grown topic sentence? Yes. Are supporting details going according to the topic sentence? Yes or no? Are these 2 paragraphs going parallel? Yes or no? Then the marks depend on the degree of parallelism, the degree of, supporting details going well with topic sentence. So all these are variables, will be taken into consideration. I have done, thousands of markings like this. I know how it works. That's how we do in China. So you have to have supporting details. When I'm checking your thing, yesterday also when I was checking, I was saying this is your topic sentence, this is your topic. So that's what I see that in Babita's essay here, where I deleted that line, where it was saying it's an essence, so that is not a topic sentence, right? So when I go up here, whose sentence was, somewhere, okay, I can't remember right now. So you have to have a topic sentence and you have to have supporting details. This is, and you will see at the end, oh my God, this was so simple. Why my brain was not even reaching here.
Right.
It is basically actually a very, very simple thing. But your brain is like boom everywhere. Okay. So I do see in Abiola's paragraph. So, but I saw these kind of little missing things. So if you fit that, because you just missed Abiola talking about language, English language. So when you said this, I'm thinking, what is this? What is she talking about? This means one thing, and what is that one thing? She has not mentioned. So you have to say English. Okay. All right. All right, so I'm open for any questions that you have before I move on to the, writing conclusion. I want to hear some questions, some opinions, some comments, anything that you want to say.
I really need to work and be more specific, actually, rather than
More specific.
Yeah, more specific.
Yeah. Yeah. And That's what we learned in a letter writing also. Be more specific, right? Be more specific, be more direct, be more straightforward, right? Because you are given only 250 words. Yeah. All right, yes. Anybody else? Yeah, absolutely. Anyone else?
No, we are clear. I think
Okay.
practice is required.
Yeah. So now at least you understand the challenges that students face and why. Viola, remember when you, the other day you were talking, you say, Navpreet, I don't know, I've been getting so good bands in other skills, but in writing, I don't know. Now, do you know why you are missing, where you were missing on?
Yes, I was even teaching my husband this morning. I'm going to be teaching IELTS very soon. Only writing. Thank you very much. Because when I did it the last time, all what you are teaching now, I don't know it.
Yes.
I don't know it.
Now so now you precisely know.
Yeah.
That's why, when some, 30, 40% of my students, when they talk to me before joining my course, I try to tell them these things, but they don't understand. But once they become part of the course, they do the course, then they realize, oh my God, these are our mistakes.
Yeah.
And then you need, lots of, practice in the rightful way.
Yes, I say I've done a lot. The last one we did last week. I will put those. Yes, I've written all the letters.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. Okay. So my friends, now, anything, Shivani, you have to say something?
No, ma'am, I just need the practice.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. Okay. And so must we use Suresh?
Again, now we know the construction of what exactly we should play with and what is our limitation. And I think we should be very conscious about that limitation and work within that boundary.
Yes.
End of the day, it's again a practice.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's move on to the conclusion, my friends, before we leave, right? So we have only 20 minutes left. So,
another word for?
Another word for? Abdullah, were you saying something to me?
No, she's
Okay.
in.
Yeah, I think she was talking to Daniela. Okay. Also, also, my friends, I wanted to tell you that, in terms of marking, giving you feedback. So I'm giving a complete feedback to you word by word when we are in the class and you are getting to see how different students make mistakes. So in my course, I will be happy to check 2 essays of each kind. I mentioned earlier also. So one essay I'm checking here, I've checked here, and one, if you want to send me this essay complete, I will check it, and another essay that I have with you. Similarly with task 1 also, I'll be checking 2 or each. So total I'll be checking 10, which is a lot. Anything additional, if you want me to check anything additional, it is $15 per thing. I will be charging you $10 per marking, because honestly I am spending reasonably 15 to 25 minutes marking each thing. So since you are my students, I'll be charging you $10 for any one assignment that you send me additional. And for that, if you want to more to which you can e-transfer me immediately the money, and then I will be happy to check that. So that is one thing I wanted to tell. And another thing is, and this is really a discounted price I'm giving you, because trust me, it takes me 15 to 25 minutes to check each thing. And for that, $10 is nothing. Another thing is also, not any other module for reading, listening, not at all. You don't need anything extra, but people do need sometime extra classes for writing. Sometimes, right? Depends on how speed up you take. So if you 60 to 70% of the students, they take a couple of additional writing classes. So it's not that I want to grab money from you. It is because it gets it falls under your requirement to achieve band 7. And if you feel after attending, my classes, writing classes, that you need a couple of more classes, so my recommendation is do not hesitate to take only for writing. All right? Okay. Right, so moving further now, because what I feel is that students are reaching so close to that. So, 3.5 an hour or 7 hours of more learning, is not going to, harm you in any way. It's going to add up into your learning. So now I'm going on to the conclusion. So let's look at the conclusion page. So how do we do the conclusion? Okay. So yesterday, we did few things about conclusion, and today we are going to talk about that. So we will start with, so because it's a discussion, so I would use the linking word as in the final analysis. Because we analyze. In discussion, what do? We analyze. So we are not going to use to conclude. We will use in the final analysis, right? So in the final analysis, that is your step 1 for conclusion paragraph. So in the final analysis. Second thing is rewrite the thesis statement, So whatever the thesis statement is, you have to rewrite it. However, in this case, now many students, they say, oh, Navpreet, we are rewriting same thing again and again, right? Yes, no. So why yes? If the essay statement, if the thesis statement is short, rewriting thesis statement is a must. Like yesterday, we were saying the cost, the time, and
interactiveness.
So that was short. So rewriting thesis statement has to be done if it is short. If it is long, which it is in this case, which is long because it's a discussion words. So I want all of us, let's go back to the question. Now let's go back to the question, right? Let's go back to the question. The question says, analyze both sides of the argument and provide your opinion. Right? So here I would take this word, provide your opinion, and I would go down there in the thesis statement. So I would not use here rewriting the thesis statement. I would say in the final analysis, I will write, I will provide my opinion. Okay, so we are covering every aspect of essay. In the final analysis, because you are analyzing and final analysis is your analysis, right? So I would, whatever, I would go, or I believe, or, or in final analysis, in my final analysis, you can say in the final analysis, I would, whatever you want to say and provide your opinion. So what is your opinion? It is a positive trend or is it a negative trend? Do you want to go towards positive trend or a negative trend? You have to choose one. Or you can say, in the final analysis, I believe this is so. Now I want you to trend. I'm going to add another element to your learning today. I'm going to copy this word trend, and I'm going to show you a web page. Give me a minute. Okay, friends. Okay. All right. This is a little bit heavy thing I'm going to tell you now, but very, very useful. Can you see this page, my friends?
Yeah.
Look at this word, collocation. Okay. What is collocation? Collocation is, remind me in the next class, speaking and writing class, to talk more about collocation. This is mostly used in speaking and writing. So collocation means when you collocate two words together, when you combine. For example, if you say Nurpreet, as coach, you may say, oh, she's knowledgeable coach, or she's a careless coach. So you're adding, an adjective before coach. So knowledgeable coach, hardworking coach, careless coach, unqualified coach, or qualified coach. So with the coach, you are using different words. So you are collocating those words. So now I look for the word trend, because language is a trend. Language, it's a positive trend or a negative trend. So I just typed in the Google trend. I typed the word trend, and then I use the word collocation. So in Google, I put trend collocation, and I got these many words. So what kind of a trend is, is a positive trend? Depth of language is a positive trend. Is it a strong trend? Is it a strong trend? Is it a consistent trend? Is it a steady trend, or is it an accelerating trend, or it's a growing trend? Which word would you like to pick up here? Each word has its own meaning.
Accelerating, I think.
Growing.
Growing, okay. Increasing, so very good. So let me say it's an accelerating and growing. Okay, let me take this one and now go to that page to make you understand what I was trying to do here. So I believe this accelerating trend or growing trend, I like both words are better. This growing trend, I believe this accelerating trend, right, is non-stoppable. Right? So my friends, what I'm teaching you here is to stay so aligned to what you have to, like your brain needs to be very, very focused. So what do you in final analysis? Now I'm giving my opinion. I believe in the final, I believe this accelerated trend is non-stoppable. Whether it is positive or negative. Do you feel in the same way or no?
Yeah.
Right? So basically you all, when you were writing your essay or you were thinking, basically, I believe at certain point of time, you must be thinking, okay, what to do? This is happening. This is happening. You must be thinking the same thing in your head, but you were not able to articulate that thing. You were not able to say that thing. So in the final analysis, I believe this accelerating trend is non-stoppable, whether it is positive or negative. This is my opinion. I'm providing my opinion. This is my opinion. What is my opinion? My opinion is this is an accelerating step. My opinion is whether it is non-stoppable. Sorry, my opinion is that this opinion is non-stoppable. That's it. I am done with my opinion.
Just one line.
Yes.
Wow.
Is it succinct or not?
Very much.
Right. So succinct means
precise.
Succinct. This word means, I think there is C here also. Oh, I think there's succinct. Succinct means it's precise, it's short, it's clear. And do you think it's a strong sentence?
To the point.
Yeah. In the final essay, I believe this
It's
activity
not
can
a strong sentence, right? Because it says it's not a strong sentence because it says whether it's positive or negative. It's not stoppable. So I think we are balanced.
Very strong because I said the idea is it is a strong sentence because whether it is positive or not, it is going to stay there. I believe this accelerating trend is not stoppable, even if it is positive or not. And you can write here another thing, even if it is positive or negative.
Even it is
whether it is, even if, right? That is better. So this is in the conclusion. And now the next part is, what I'm going to do here is now. Okay. Everybody must be hungry. I'm so hungry. Just the last part. Okay. Now the last thing that I want to write here is your PR.
Or.
Do you remember from PR from yesterday?
Yeah.
Prediction and recommendation.
Very good. So prediction or recommendation. So prediction, so give some prediction on the situation, right? Or recommendation.
Just recommend or.
Recommendation, right? Any recommendation. So you have to use only one.
Only
So
one.
after concluding paragraph, once your opinion is given, you will either give prediction or you are going to give recommendation. Hello, good morning. Hello, yes, good afternoon. I'm doing well. Who is this? Oh, yes. What is your name? Oh, okay. Lavpreet, I am in the class. I'm finishing in class in 10 minutes. Can we talk after that? Okay, I'm just doing the conclusion of an essay. All right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bye. Okay. So, so you have to write only one thing because a 250-word essay, you cannot write prediction and or you cannot write recommendation, both things. So you will use only one thing, and what you will use is you will say prediction. So what do you predict about the languages, sets of languages? Is this phenomena it's a non-stoppable phenomena, right? So this is going to happen. So in the years to come, in coming years to come, what do you see? Write it in the shortest possible sentence. What do you see about languages? Are they dying? Are they going to thrive, all languages? Are they going to die? Or are they going to, be, in what state the languages are going to be? So you can say, in the times to come, and you can use this sentence, in the times to come, I see English to stay bold and usually we use bold and beautiful, right? I see English. No, it's good. I see English staying up and bold, staying up and bold, and sadly, other languages vanishing. What that girl wrote a very good word, Shivani, something vanishing into thin air, right? That was very good. Vanishing and eventually dying one day. Do you think this is a realistic prediction?
Yeah.
Right? So realistic prediction. All right. Or you can give a recommendation. So some of you might be thinking, oh my God, my language is dying, my first language is dying, what to do, what to do. So recommendation, you can give a suggestion. So people who believe it is a negative trend, right? If your opinion is that it is you may not agree with my opinion, you may agree it's a negative trend, it's a horrible trend that I'm losing my language. You say it is a responsibility for the users of a language to hold on to one's mother tongue by using it at home, interacting with kids in their first language. That's how realistically you can. That's how realistically you can, recommendation. So it is a responsibility for the use of language to hold on to one's, to their mother tongue, to their mother tongue by using it at home and interacting with kids in their first language. So that is a recommendation. That is a realistic recommendation. Or if you have any other recommendation, or you can say I recommend. You can directly start with I recommend, I suggest. So you can say, for languages not to die, I would recommend, right? And then whatever your recommendation is. Yes, my friend?
Yep.
Okay. So your conclusion should have your opinion. So you will use number 1 point here is the, your linking word. Then is your opinion. And then is either P or R.
Makes sense.
So this total will should be again 40 to 45 words.
Okay.
Okay, friends, any question?
No, we're good.
This class is heavy actually. Was heavy,
Let me see.
right? But it's not non-doable. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. It's not that it's not doable. So what I recommend you is, take out 1.5 an hour for yourself. Sit alone, wherever you go study, and then, look through all the steps one by one, handle everything one by one. Don't write the essay completely in one go. Right? And maybe spread out your essay in 3 pages. Don't worry about that. So today I'm building up thesis statement introduction, 1 page of introduction only, 1 page of body paragraph 1, another page of body paragraph 2, and last page of, conclusion. Experiment, play around. Yeah. Yeah. So my students have reached to 7.5 in writing. I'm very realistic. I don't over exaggerate things. I don't undermine my things. So my students have reached to 7.5. Yeah, if you spend with me 1 month more, I can take you to 8. But realism is not possible, right? Students don't spend much time, for whatever reason. So 7 is your target, my friends. So before you send your essay, I want you, on the top of it, number 1, write down the essay statement completely, please, because I'm marking. I'm doing many projects. I'm doing many projects behind the scene. So I'm setting up my office with, all PPE. I'm building up online resources. I am, giving presentations, conferences. So I get confused. For my convenience to mark, please write the full question. and also write down the time you have spent in writing that essay. So anything between 45 minutes to 2 hours, if you write, I will not be surprised. And then send it to me, and I will be happy to check your 2 essays within this course. And if you want, your more essays for, to be checked, I've already told you. So you can e-transfer me money, with $10 on each marking assignment. And then I will be happy to mark and give feedback to that. All right, friends. So there is another essay behind this sheet. So if you will open this document, if you have given you a soft copy, there's another essay. So you can do 2 practice. Right? Okay, friends. I'm now very hungry. I'm just speaking.
Definitely.
Okay. And I'm looking forward for the video, my friends. I really want you to, record videos. And I sent yesterday Google review page also. Kindly put your Google reviews on, please. That's one thing I want to favor for. Okay, my friends?
Yes, sure.
Sure.
All right. Anything
Okay.
else?
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Stay safe.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank you.